I don't travel much. I don't travel well. I am a homebody to the extreme. When I hit 16 years old and was told I'm going to be taking driving lessons, I was like, why? I have a horse. Well, I don't need that. They got me to take the driving lessons so I could get to the horse because they refused to drive me to the horse. So that's how I figured that out. And I, to this day, hate to drive and yet want to travel. So I rely a lot on my family, on my brother particularly. He is younger than me, and yet he has been all over the country, all over the world, traveling to teach dancing, of all things. My auto mechanic brother teaching dancing. So my first road trip out of the state was to a dance exchange in Charleston, North Carolina for the Holy City Blues Exchange, because I was super into dancing. This was probably about 7 or 8 years ago, and we are taking a huge beat-up pickup truck filled with music equipment because my little brother is also a DJ and has like a truck full of music equipment because he's going to run sound for this entire event, 3 days of blues dancing, 16 bands, like this huge thing. And so we've crammed 8 people in one pickup truck with a lot of music equipment, and we are flying down the highway. Flying. And we pulled over multiple times in one trip. Hooray. We've perfected the phrase, Jersey slides, That's how we counted our Jersey slides. 1 Jersey slide, 2 Jersey slides, A Jersey slide is where you need that lane over there and you're this lane over here and you go, Nyum. Oh wait, that's my exit, Nyum. So we had our count accent down very well. It got to the point where the further south we went, we just started this lovely little phrasing of, don't mind us, we're just white kids from the north, which I believe is a Steve Martin line from something, so there you go. But that became our way of talking during this entire road trip because we were just so like heart pounding, we're all gonna die in this truck crushed by our music equipment, that we are all making the most ridiculous accents, the most ridiculous sounds. Every time we get into a restaurant, we're flinging, it's like 2 a.m. at a Denny's, and you don't pick Denny's, you end up at Denny's. And we're flinging these like sugar packets at each other and just like sing-songing to each other, and we're all grown adults, there's not a drop of liquor in us, and we're going, yes, oh no, drink the sugar, no, you like that? Yes, it's tasty stuff, yes? Like, ridiculous, out of nowhere. And so this goes on the entire weekend, and everybody gets used to seeing my brother running around with music equipment, and the other 3 people in our group, the main group, stayed with us, and we're helping move equipment from venue to venue. Now remember, this is 3 days of dancing with 16 bands over the course of 3 days over a lot of different venues. So we are like bouncing from venue to venue in Charleston. Charleston has tiny little cobblestone streets with lots of traffic, including horse-drawn carriages, which is still a thing. I don't know why. So we're trying to get this giant truck through the traffic, parked past the carriages, hauling giant music equipment, all in our nice dancing clothes. I am in like 3-inch heels, hauling this thing down the street, and someone turns to me and goes, do you need any help? I said, oh no, I'm a good, thank you. And I keep going. Like, all weekend, we just kept this up, meeting new people, trying to get through the city, and you get pretty close to a lot of dancers when you're blues dancing. It's a, hey, how you doing? Okay, chest to chest, now we're gonna dance. We're sweaty, I'm gonna go this way. Like, that's it. So at the end of this road trip, I've danced with hundreds of people, I've carried music equipment, I've tried to drive a truck through narrow little streets, all with a ridiculous accent. By the end of the trip, a handsome man is helping me try to back the truck up, and I say, ooh, saw a flower box, got scared. He's like, what? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Sam. Like, it's been a pleasure dancing with you. We're gonna head on back up to the north now. He goes, where did your accent go? And I was like, what? He goes, white kids from the north. I was like, I don't actually talk like that. And that was my first road trip ever.